Things you didn't know about Michael Jordan's family. What would you do if you were related to the greatest player of all time? We know what we would do. We'd be one of those family members who'd be leeches and ask for sick cars. That, or ask to be part of the entourage getting paid a six-figure salary. That's why we don't have rich family members. We'd bankrupt them for sure. Anyways, you probably guessed this video's about Michael Jordan. That, or you figured it out from the thumbnail or title of the video. Alright then, Sherlock, let's see you watch the rest of this video, and I bet we can shock you with facts about Jordan and his family. Before we delve into Michael Jordan's family, a couple of things we want to bring up. The Jordan family's pretty big, so we might not spend a lot of time on every single member. Another point we won't bring up is Michael's father, as the events were very much publicized. Now, on to the rest of the video. Children with Juanita. Michael Jordan was married to Juanita for several years, and they had 3 children together. We'll start off with the one many of you have seen in the news lately, Marcus Jordan. So, I'm sure this isn't an awkward conversation between Michael and Scotty. I mean, Larsa's a gorgeous woman, and her plastic surgery's well done. Hey, we don't judge. She's an adult. Do what you want, as long as it doesn't harm you or anyone else. Marcus has been seen with Larsa Pippen recently, so we know Marcus likes older women. But this must be weird for Pippen to see. We wonder if Pippen speaks to Michael or if they just laugh it off. Romance aside, Marcus has an interesting life. In an interview with TMZ, Marcus was quoted as saying,
I grew up playing PlayStation on a private jet, so.
He also admits to not having traveled on a commercial flight until his junior year. We don't even think we got on a plane until well in our 20s. This guy was on a private plane as a kid? The biggest downside, as per Marcus, is the assumption that people he meets always want something from him. We can see why he started dating Larsa. Might as well date someone pretty and you know has their own money. If you want to support Marcus's endeavors, feel free to visit his store, The Trophy Room. His items range from socks that cost $12 to a coat that cost above $2,000. Be willing to spend money is all we're saying. Jeffrey Jordan. Jeffrey Jordan's the oldest son of Michael and Juanita. He made the news a couple of years ago when he allegedly attacked hospital staff while being treated for an injury he received at a bar. He was booked for aggravated assault and was released. That's another thing Marcus forgot to mention. Having money to get bail and high-priced lawyers on retainer. Your personal get-out-of-jail-free card. However, Jeffrey does have his father's business acumen. Back in 2020, Jordan was the co-founder of the Jordan Avakian Group. He also launched an NFT and Air Jordan Entertainment. Jeffrey's the head of digital innovation on the Jordan brand. His father also gave him a gift of 30 stitches when Jeffrey was young. Michael, Marcus, and Jeffrey were playing tackle football, and as Jeffrey was going for a touchdown, their father, ever the competitor, tackled Jeffrey into a glass table.
Jeff was going for a touchdown, and I'll never forget it. My dad tackled Jeff into the glass table. Jeff hits his head into the glass.
Looks like the Jordans should join Edge in the WWE. Jasmine Jordan. The youngest child of Michael and Juanita is Jasmine Jordan. She also has her father's eye in business and is involved with several organizations. At the moment, she's a field representative for the Jordan brand and works with 13 WNBA athletes. She's working hard with the Jordan brand to expand into the female athlete space, not just in the WNBA. She recently signed Jess Sims, a Peloton instructor, and plans to sign more. There's not much controversy around Jasmine, nor is there any tabloid-level type news with Jasmine. She looks to be expanding her athlete portfolio with the Jordan brand. Although, as a funny side story, when she was a child, Jasmine had to Google her own father to determine why so many people knew him. We hope she saw this dunk on Alonzo as one reason her dad is so famous.
Look at his tongue out over Alonzo Mourning. Yes! And after he comes down, he says...
Children with Yvette Prieto. Jordan has 2 daughters with his current wife, Yvette Prieto. They're twins and born back in 2014. The Jordans wanted to keep their twin daughters' lives private, so we'll respect their wishes, and that's all the info we know or will research. You know what isn't private? The NBA Lifestyle channel. Make sure to hit the subscribe button below and help us reach 10,000 subs. Ex-wife Juanita. Juanita Vanoy, formerly Jordan, was married to Michael for 17 years. One funny thing many have missed was the fact that in the documentary The Last Dance, she wasn't featured at all. No, it's not some conspiracy. It was the direction of the director and producer to not include the wives and children of the players as much as possible. She also didn't remarry, and by all accounts wants to maintain her privacy. She was focused on her children when she divorced Michael in 2006, and she received a $168 million settlement. At the time, this was one of, if not the largest settlements out there. Tiger Woods and Jeff Bezos probably wish they only had to give $168 million now. What is she doing presently? Living life. Most people wish they could do what she's doing, which is traveling, doing yoga, and collecting art. Current wife, Yvette Prieto. Michael married his current wife Yvette in 2013, and they'd been seeing each other since 2008. Both her and Michael want to maintain their privacy. But there's an expose about her that People magazine did in October of last year. Here's some of the interesting tidbits you may not have known about her. She was born in Cuba and moved to Miami like many Cubans. She worked as a model. If you've seen pictures of her, wow, she's stunning. She dated Julio Iglesias Jr. for a while. Their breakup seemed amicable, as Jr. said she was a fantastic girl and a loving, simple, and very good person. Her and Michael Jordan use code names to protect their privacy. Yvette is called Harmony. Can you guess what Michael's code name would be? Hint, it's religious. 3, 2, 1. No, it's not Black Jesus, as per what Jordan said to Reggie Miller in that one exhibition game.
Sure, and be careful, you never talk to Black Jesus like that.
His codename is Yahweh. If you don't know what that means, it's the self-revealed name of God in the Old Testament. Well, from Jesus to God, Jordan knows what he was on the basketball court. On a side note, you should watch our other video of what happens to people who trash talk Jordan once you're done watching this video. Siblings and mother. Now we get to Michael's siblings and his mother. This is going to be a rapid-fire one because he has a big family. But rather than going into great detail for each one, we'll give you some interesting facts about them. The Jordan family itself would probably fit in a video all on its own, and some of the drama is a heavy subject. The famous or infamous Larry Jordan, depending on how you look at it. We all know the story of how Jordan said Larry was actually a much better player than him. Unfortunately, he grew to only be 5'9", or 1.75 meters. Average height, but still a small fry on the basketball court. What you may not know is there's a video of Larry dunking and blowing by Jordan in what looks to be the 80s or early 90s. We can see why Larry could have made it if he was taller. James Jordan Jr. is a retired command sergeant major in the U.S. Army. He served for 31 years. However, do you know why he passed 30 years? He was actually completing a tour in Iraq. Oof, that's service for you, considering he had a wealthy bro who would take care of him for sure. This is one of the heavier subjects. Dolores E. Jordan is the eldest sister and unfortunately a victim of abuse and oppressive family life. She's an author and has published her experience in a book called In My Family's Shoes. Her website encourages positivity and to be a voice to those in need. Unfortunately and understandably, she has a strained relationship with her family due to the circumstances. Rosalind Jordan and her mother Dolores Jordan are authors as well. They concentrate on bringing more positivity by authoring children's books. The mother, when not busy writing, is highly active with her many charities. She even built the Kenya Women and Children's Wellness Center in Nairobi, Kenya.